I'm just going to do it. I was going to do it yesterday and then couldn't get through it to do. But it's going to be on Paul Walker. Paul Walker is a fan favorite. He's done several movies, Fast and Furious. He's in one of my favorite movies, and I can't remember the name of it right now. The one where they start out black and white and then they go into color. One of my favorite movies. But in any case, sad. I wish I could have done it days ago, but I tend to do my videos out of the store instead of out of my home. I think I'm going to have to start changing that, especially when something tragic like what happened to Paul Walker, because people wanted to know, was he driving and were they speeding and was it mechanical failure, blah, blah, blah. There's been some update that he was not driving, that he died from injuries, and then smoke later, then a fire later, and that his partner died immediately. That he did not get smoke inside his lungs, the partner, but Paul Walker actually lived through the impact at first, and then because he wound up with smoke in his lungs. In any case, there's also been some footage as to whether or not the car itself had some mechanical failure. And from what I read today, that no longer is the case. So, Paul Walker, you're up for psychic review. This isn't one of my favorite things to do. I don't like to do the dead. But I did Whitney Houston, and that was amazing. And then it came out accurate. But I did do Whitney Houston based upon Whitney's daughter. Two things I'm going to look into. It still hasn't come out as to whether or not the men were speeding. So I'm going to check into that, and then I'm going to check into his daughter, Meadow, his daughter, and see what's around her, his father. I think he may have had a girlfriend at the time. I'm just going to check into the daughter right now and see what's going on with her and her emotions. So, two things. We're going to check to see if he was speeding, because that still was not part of the autopsy results as of yet. And then, in any case, I'm just going to begin. I'm going to pull the cards, and I'm going to give my normal spiel, which is Psychic Tracey Brown. I work at the Greenman store. My telephone number is to reach me and to get your own reading is 818-985-2010, 818-985-2010. You can also Skype me for a reading, by the way, and my Skype is Psychic Tracey Brown. Join me on Twitter at Pop Culture Psychic, and we have a new TV show that we're doing, and everybody seems to be loving it. Oh, and this week it's going to be done on Miley Cyrus, and we might surprise you with some twerking. Maybe. We might twerk. I might twerk, but in any case, was Paul Walker speeding, and what's around his daughter, Meadow? This question, geez, made me cry. It's just so sad, he was a great guy, so it's really sad when one of the good ones go. He was so young, he was just 40. I don't do death well. Death isn't one of my favorite things. And if you notice in the Whitney Houston video, it wasn't one of my favorite things. With Trayvon Martin, it wasn't one of my favorite things. I'm a happy-go-lucky person, and death is the one thing that just takes me to another level. So let's see what the cards have to say. Just give me a second so I can look at the cards. I don't have my glasses on. I don't know why I do these readings without my glasses. looks to me, I'm going to start with his girlfriend. It looks to me like he was falling in love with his girlfriend. That, if I'm not mistaken, he has a girlfriend. So I'm just going to go there. It looks to me like this girl that he was dating, the one he's dating right now, was actually his true love. There was something, he wasn't quick to marry. I think he is a Virgo, and it's very typical of Virgos to not be quick to marry, especially if they have a budding career. It's very common with Virgos. But the girl that he was dating, and there's something about lilies. Lilies, I don't know what that means, but something about lilies, and associated with the girlfriend, lilies. And the color red, and it has nothing to do with love and passion. The red is important. So sometimes it could, like if she's not from this country, then, you know, a country flag could be red, or she loved the color red, something to that effect, or he loved the color red, I don't know. This woman was his true love. The one that he was dating today was his true love. I gotta tell you, people, the way I'm getting it is that Paul Walker is saying that there's too much talk about him. He's saying, I know you loved me, but it's crazy. Like, what are you doing? It's crazy. He feels like it's just way too much attention. There should be some shared attention I'm getting with the partner, Roger, and he's definitely not getting enough attention. And he's saying, switch your focus, people. It's like, it's not what he would have wanted. He would not have wanted all this attention on him and his death. He's saying, I was an ordinary guy. Like, come on, I was an ordinary guy. And what he's trying to tell the public is that he purposely did not put himself out there. He purposely did not show his ass or put himself out there, and then the public now has put him like out there, like showing his ass. And he's like, that wouldn't have been me anyway. So I don't know. That's for everybody else out there. So he's trying to tell people, switch your focus, and he'd rather you all give it to Roger and his family, who Roger left behind, I believe, a wife and 2 kids. I have to tell everyone, he saw the impact coming. They were not blindsided. They knew they were about to hit. They braced themselves. He was aware. He was completely aware of how this was going to go, what was happening. Concerning his daughter, she's at a complete loss. At a complete loss. I believe that she is inconsolable. So they have not mentioned her in the media at all, except that to say that she had been living with him. I think when word finally does come out, I think everyone's going to hear that she cannot handle this right now. So I'm going to go back to the public again. This is a young girl. She's 15 years old. There's a lot of video footage out there on YouTube about her daddy. I think you people should consider that there's a young girl out there that has to live with this much bigger than you do. Your love for him is totally different than the loss of her dad and her love for him. And I think that it's hard for her. Like, I believe they just got together, like in the last 18 months, couple of years. So she just met this guy. Okay, do the tarot cards. There's a legal situation coming out of this. There's a legal situation coming out. How is that possible? Oh. Is that possible? Wow. It's funny because I only hear about the father. The father has come forth and professes love for his son, etc., etc. But there are mountains of women that are coming through. Three women in particular. What's that about? 3 women in particular. Oh my God, Paul Walker. Paul. That's the legal situation. Oh my God. What were these women? I feel like wow. It's not that it's scandalous. I'm not saying that. Um, there's too many women here, too many women, and I believe to these women, this is a gold mine. This is the way I'm getting it. It's not against Paul. It's these women are rising up and saying something. I don't know what, but one wants to hold money, one has money, one says she's pregnant. Sorry, it's what I'm getting. And the other one, I don't know who she is, but 1, 2, 3, 4 women. They're fighting. They're fighting for his estate, and they're charging after his estate. And they're trying to put the brakes on, like legally, they're trying to put the brakes on and stop it. So guess what? This Paul Walker, just he doesn't die. There are women coming out of the woodwork. Out of the woodwork. Okay, so one of the women has to do with the daughter. And either she wants money or she's holding money. I think she's the one that wants money. This isn't about the daughter at all. It must be a guardian or the mother. A guardian or the mother that's going to go after Paul's estate. And that could be the pregnancy, come to think of it. Maybe it's not a pregnancy, but maybe it's the woman that's, if it's not a pregnancy, if it's not a woman that's saying, you know, I had Paul's child and let's do a DNA test, legal, then it's the mother who carried Meadow that is like, listen, this is my daughter and she needs to be taken care of in the manner that she used to be taken care of, that he had helped establish in the last year or so. Only one, I believe Meadow's mother, oh no, hold on a second. Sometimes it takes me a moment to breathe. When I deal with the dead, it's a little different. There's a guardian coming through for Meadow, and that's what I think the fight is about. I think the mom, and then there's a guardian coming through, and there's a fight between those two women. I believe the other woman, I'll be surprised if there's a male lawyer. They feel like there's a female person who maybe comes along to assess the value of the worth of what's owed to the woman. I don't know if she's a lawyer, but she could be a lawyer, or she could be an assessor, something like that, that understands money and gives value based upon particular criteria. So now that I'm looking at the cards, there's definitely a conflict, there's definitely a fight. It's over money, it's ridiculous, and they're charging, like the minute this poor guy is buried, boom, these women show up. So it could be a lawyer or a female assessor that assesses monetary value for the mother, but there could be a guardian, and I don't think it's the father because the father's not quite showing up here. There's another female that's appointed guardian, something like that, and the determination is who's worthy, because there's a lot of money involved. Kind of like the Michael Jackson case is what I'm getting. There's a lot of stories that's going to come out. Wow. There's a lot of stories that's going to come out. I understand that Paul Walker was truly loved, but I'm just telling you, through these women, some scandalous stuff is about to get revealed. I'm sorry, Paul. I do feel like there was some workings to prepare for an engagement or marriage with I believe the current girlfriend. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like she may believe that she's owed some money as well. Actually, the father does finally show up. He's so heartbroken that I don't think he understands he has a legal standing plus value. He's just as humble as Paul. But I have to tell you, Dad, pick up the pace, lawyer up, because people are coming after your son's money, and because you're just a good guy, like who else is going to monitor this better than you? That's what I'm getting. So, yep, 3 women. 3 women. 3 women fighting over the case. And they're happy to fight because there is a sense of each of them being allowed or allotted something from his estate. Interesting. I just feel like, I know this is going to sound crazy, so please call me crazy if you want. I just feel like there's another child out there. I feel like somebody's going to come out and they're going to be like, I had, you know, Paul Walker's child too. Something like that. Oh my God. But I have to tell you, the one that he's dating, if you don't mind me telling you, I think he loved you. I think he loved you. I think he loved you dearly. I didn't see on the internet whether or not he was dating, and I did not see if he was dating, if there was a name out there, but I'm definitely going to research you because the cards are telling me that you were his one true love and that there was some preparation, particularly for this year, for you all to consider engagement and marriage and, you know, beginning your own family. In any case, I'm at 16 minutes. I better stop here because I only have a 15-minute limit, something like that. Paul Walker. This was about Paul Walker and his daughter, Meadow. I don't know how to end this. Just look at the video, and then you guys give me your opinions. Tracey Brown, December 4th, 2013. Thank you, guys. Bye.